Morning.
Hello.
It's Thursday, it's the 6th of June, and it's another lovely morning out there. It's cold, but we'll take that because it's lovely. It's going to be nice and sunny across most parts this morning. A little bit of cloud cover later on and some the odd scatter shower in the evening, but generally it'll be dry today and temperatures of around 12 or 13 degrees.
Now, some of the big stories that you're waking up to this morning. Obviously, Donald Trump's trip to Ireland is all over the papers today. Irish Examiner, a photograph of him getting off Air Force One in Shannon yesterday. Trump, Brexit will be very, very good, is the quote on that. The Taoiseach corrects the US president on border reference, and the Taoiseach in the north to do real work, according to the Irish Examiner today. Saw some photographs of Leo and the Taoiseach meeting yesterday, and or Leo and the president, and he gave him a kind of bro kind of handshake thing. You know?
I saw that.
Like not a formal handshake, kind of like they were, I don't know, two rappers meeting or something. And Trump also insisting to the president that we'll sort this border stuff out. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah, we got a wall apparently, which is good news for us. Yeah.
And the Irish Examiner as well, a photograph of a delighted Grace O'Sullivan after she secured the fourth seat eventually in the Ireland South constituency, and she is going to Europe.
Times Ireland edition, Trump and Varadkar on the front page there. Ireland has no reason to fear Brexit, says Trump, as the president offers hope to people seeking work in the US. And higher carbon tax is good. Cut income divide and emissions is another headline in this morning's Times Ireland edition as well.
Also making the front page of the Irish Independent this morning, Trump unprepared for Irish questions but keen to turn on the charm, says the Irish Indo today. It looks like he's a very, very limited knowledge of Ireland, but he did want to understand how much a small country can have such a big influence on the world, and that seemed to be something on his mind yesterday. And FAI hit by cyber attacks as computer servers are targeted. That's another big one in the Irish Independent today. The FAI has revealed that its computer servers at its headquarters were hacked over the weekend. I can only imagine the FAI have passwords like football and
Football one
and goalie and stuff like that as their passwords. But yes, that's in the Indo today.
The Irish Sun then says Trump kicks off Irish visit with the West Wing being their main headline this morning. They didn't have to think really long and hard about that, did they? People at the Irish Sun. Don lands in Dubai, says border will be okay and backs our low tax rate. And Elton John, in his own words, my chaotic, funny and horrid, brilliant, dark life. He's in an interview with Elton John inside the Irish Sun this morning.
Have you seen the movie yet?
Not yet, no.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Rocket Man, of course, in the cinemas now. If any of you guys have seen it, let us know what you thought of it. It's getting very good reviews overall. Today is a big day, 6th of June. It marks the 75th anniversary of the D-Day landings, and that's one of the reasons why Trump is here, because in between being in the UK and France, he's decided to use his own hotel in Doonbeg as his base, but he's heading off to France today to mark the 75th anniversary of that invasion of Normandy. Have you been to Normandy?
Never been there, no.
It's class. You can visit. If you're into history, Normandy's such a cool place to visit. Like, because we, as kids even, I was always interested in, particularly in World War II actually, but history in general. But there's loads of really cool places to visit in Normandy if you are interested. And if you've ever wondered what D-Day might have been like, I think the Saving Private Ryan sequence, it's pretty disgusting. Did you see that? Yeah.
Never seen the film, no.
Oh, you've never seen it? Oh,
no.
It's vile.
Heard about it.
Yeah, you can just only imagine the horrors of Omaha Beach and watch Saving Private Ryan. Horrible stuff. A brilliant representation, but just desperate. They were just human shields. Like, for the lads in the front were never going to make it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful. So a lot of people talking about the D-Day landings today as well, and 175 troops went ashore that day in Normandy in France.
The top trends in Ireland this morning. The NBA finals are trending. They finished only a couple of hours ago. Well, they're ongoing. Toronto Raptors now lead Golden State Warriors 2-1 in the finals. I have no idea what that means. RT investigates. I watched this last night. The ESB featured in this. So there was a lot of health and safety concerns by a whistleblower who works in the ESB last night to do with oil and gas leaks and faulty old equipment, including a couple of instances where guys were down doing repairs and whilst using a welding torch actually burst a gas pipe and that caused a couple of explosions over the last number of years. Very dangerous. That was on RT last night. Trump in Ireland then as well, obviously trending because he, as Elaine says, his base is going to be Doonbeg for the next couple of days. And Ronaldo is trending because he scored another hat-trick last night for Portugal, which means they're now in the Nations League final and they'll play either Holland or England on, I think it's Sunday, so I must check that.
A lot of reaction as well to yesterday's Leaving Cert Paper 1 as well, and we hope you did get on well. I got a press release from, I don't know who actually, and it's like reaction to English paper 1. So I thought it was going to be students' reaction, but it was a former teacher reacting to it. And honestly, you would need to have a PhD in English to understand this person's reaction. Part of it, the style questions proffered in this year's exam were comfortably concise and straightforward, inviting students to explore the effectiveness of narrative, personal, argumentative and persuasive writing features. Blah, 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 blah. The theme of yesterday's paper was feeding our imaginations, and according to most people, they were happy with it. And Shakespeare, they were asked, how is Shakespeare's work relevant in today's world, which was one of the big things with the paper as well. A lot of reaction online, a lot of photos of Eric and Donald Trump Jr. Is that his name? Donald Trump Jr., yeah, of them in Doonbeg yesterday. They headed out at around 10 p.m. last night. They visited 4 pubs in the area, which they're delighted about, I'm sure.
They were pulling pints, I think,
they bought everyone drinks at each pub, which is pretty cool. Then Father Joseph Hawke, or Haw, I'm not sure which, made a presentation to the two boys of a photo of 2 local castles. And Eric Trump, now I didn't know about this, he then thanked the priest for recent comments he made that there was a place in heaven for the Trump family. So the people of Doonbeg now elevating Father Joseph to the freedom of the village, and he's done great things for them, obviously, because they're all over the papers today in the pubs. Look, you wouldn't begrudge them that. They need a bit of publicity. So yeah, a lot of photos of that online this morning.
It is World Tetris Day today.
Yay!
She's obsessed with Tetris.
I was really good at it, that's why.
Anyway, it's World Tetris Day today. So if you can, at any point today, go and download a free app and just play it for the crack. There's hundreds of free apps out there with different types and versions of it. But it's World Tetris Day, so yay.
Just spotted the Irish Mirror as well. An undertaker firm in Clare, Limerick, that region anyway, has been paid €900,000 to rent out a fleet of limos for Trump's visit.
Wow.
900,000 quid. Yeah, pretty good.
Right, we better rock on because we're going to go live in about 20 seconds. So enjoy your day. Happy Thursday. And yeah, good luck.
Have a good one, guys. Morning.